Morning everybody, Greeny Man here, and we've got a walk behind brush cutter. Should normally be that way. Let's walk behind brush cutter, and at the end of last year the blade sheared off, so I've run it up onto this table outside, just looking, and the bolt is still inside the shaft, stub shaft for the motor. So, because it's inside, it's not protruding, otherwise you might be able to get it with some grips or something, so it's inside. So what we're going to use is a set of stud extractors, which are pretty much, oops, where have we gone? There. Focus. The left hand thread. Don't know if that's focused or not. Let's see what I can do with that. No. So you'll have to take my word for it. Get a bigger one out and you can see. There you go, you can see it's left hand thread, it's the opposite to a bolt. A bolt you'd screw in that way normally, and these tighten up that way. So there's a set there I bought locally, can't remember how much they were. They're quite expensive, cheap online, but I needed them for another job once. So you've got a range of sizes. So what you do is you drill a hole. There we go, drill a hole in the centre, obviously narrower diameter than the threads. You don't damage the threads, so you drill in a small hole, then you find one of these that just fits into the hole you've drilled, and you undo it the opposite way. I don't think that hole's deep enough yet, but you can see. Oops. And as they tighten up, it should bring out the screw. So we'll go a bit deeper with the hole. Yeah, it's not deep enough yet. Go a bit deeper with that hole, and then we'll put the stud extractor in. I'll show you what happens. So I've got stud extractor in, turned it up with the left hand thread like that, and of course that should be the way that the screw that snaps off unscrews from the stub shaft. So we'll just wind it so it's tightening. There is the broken half of the bolt. Threads aren't damaged, so that's good. So I'll blast some WD into there, clean out the threads, make sure there's no dust going to pick up, and then I'll get the new parts and show you what we're going to do next. So the bolt's out now, the broken one. That was the other half of it. There's the piece that came out. And this is the new one. What it is today. Screws in no problem. So you can see there's a little keyway there, and that matches up with the keyway on this piece, which holds the blade, because that fits onto there like that. And the keys line up. Now, I had trouble finding key steel in France. What I did find on Amazon was a box with little pieces of key steel in. But I only need one size, and I think it's this one. which is 4x4x16. I'll just try it in the slot. Looks pretty good to me. Try it there. I'm not left-handed, excuse me a minute. I think that's our size anyway. That's the nearest I'm going to get. Perhaps that size, that's a little one. Slightly bigger. Try 5mm. Ah, so it is. 5mm a bit. Go for 6. 6, 6, 6. That was a 4mm, sorry, I tried. Try 5mm. No, 5mm's too big. So it is. It's a 4mm we need. So we'll put that in. Something else I got was that fits onto the stub shaft. And you put your blade on there. The blade's got a central hole for the bolt and then 2 holes for the pins. And you have a keep plate that drops on. To sandwich the blade between. And it goes onto these roll pins. But when we had the blade snap off last year, as you can see, and they've gone. We lost one pin completely, well, sheared off and dropped out, and then that one is probably still okay, but I'm going to change it anyway. So instead of buying individual pins from the local shop, which works out quite expensive, I bought an assortment box. I think each of these kits are about €20 or something like that, probably plus delivery. So there's roll pin. Could be that one. That's too small. Let's look at the bigger size. That's looking promising. So I'm going to tap a pair of new pins in. I'll knock this one out with the punch. I'll tap some 2 new pins in. And that'll hopefully do the job. So I've knocked one of the new pins in. I'll show you what I did. I'll do it on the other side. So the idea of these is, as you knock them in, they do squeeze up a bit, so they're a tight fit. That's through to the side. And the keep plate goes on top. Check that fits. Snug fit, but it's fine. So that'll be a tap fit, so that's good. It's a better fit than last time. And when the blade's on, that clamps that down. And that goes through the middle with a washer. Spring washer. That then screws into the end of the shaft. So I'll show you that part next. So we've tapped on the adapter piece onto the stub shaft. We've put the key in. It fits really well, a lot better than the key I had last time. We put a new blade on. This machine's the Pilot 88. We're using Scarner blades because they seem cheaper but good quality. So new season, new blade. There we go. These go on. I can't remember the way it rotates this now. Pretty sure they go on with the kick up on the inside. That'll fit on there with the keep plate. New bolt. I don't think you can have a spring washer on that, it's not long enough. Or maybe just put the spring washer on. The bolt I'd ordered at this point was actually too short, and that's why it wasn't tightening up. I went and actually got a longer bolt with the same thread and the blade fastened up tightly, and the mower worked fine afterwards. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and everybody take care out there. Bye for now.